Hey everybody, she's Anna,
And she's Lindsay,
and we
and
are
we are slow
slow bird.
burn. We definitely
What's
need to work
this?
on
This
that.
little thing. This
Ah,
is a
no,
it's the
ah,
new little
no.
thing.
My wrist is floppy. Um, I was gonna ask, are we turning off and on our screens? I forgot to ask that.
Oh, like no, because we're just doing that one thing.
1 minute
So
each.
yeah, so we'll do when we do our little true monologues, we'll just stay on screen with each other. That's all right. That's the other person just listening, and you can ask a question too. So if the monologue you find something interesting in it, you can go, oh, so what
Huh.
happened with that? So we're going to try something new, something different, and it's kind of an Armando, but not really. So instead of one monologue, we're going to do four mini kind of monologues, can ask questions to each other about it, and we're going to super challenge ourselves because we want to try and take as many things from those monologues as possible, infuse them into the scene. And then Anna said, why don't we, rather than, because I said, we can do extra characters. And she said, no, why don't we just do one long, slow burn scene and try and infuse all that? I'm like, that's interesting. That's challenging. Yeah, okay, let's do it.
But, and also the monologues have to be true stories, right?
Yes, they have to be true. They have to be true.
They have to be
So
our own true stories.
our own true stories, and the actual scene is, of course, guys, not. Well, you judge. Maybe it's true, but it's got truth infused into it, but it's probably going to be, as usual. I don't know. On the border of absurd. I don't know. All right, cool. So I'm going to get some words from the generator and I'll give four words and then whatever brings something up for us, someone will start a story. Okay. Okay, so we've got proposal, ribbon, safe, or stress. Proposal, ribbon, safe, or stress. I,
So
yeah, go for it, go.
I've had two proposals in my life.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I've had two proposals in my life.
Two.
Yes. One I said, well, obviously both I said no to, but
Yeah, I was gonna say.
one was quite interesting because it was if had I said yes, I would have had the life of a lady leisure, lady of leisure, because
Mm.
I never had to work again. I would get an allowance, and I would have someone, a lady in waiting carrying all my stuff. And sometimes when I remember days when I was in banking and I was like just thinking, why didn't I say yes? So he was a family friend. I met him I met him at my sister's wedding, or I met him again at my sister's wedding. I met him a few nights before at another party. Few days later, he showed up at my sister's wedding. I went to his table and said hi. Turned out he is my new brother-in-law's cousin. So becomes family friend. His
Right.
grandmother asked me what my horoscope was and says, "Oh my God, you guys are so aligned." And next thing I know, he asked me out because I guess his family made him. We went out a few times. I heard he was the favorite grandson of the matriarch.
Mm-hmm.
And then a few months later, he popped the question and he told
Wow.
me that he would like us to get married, but it was on the condition that we stayed married until his father passes away.
Right.
I get 10% of his inheritance once he gets it. My lawyer says we should settle for 30% because obviously he's not giving me 50%.
So you said no though.
I said no because I had to produce kids.
Oh, okay.
And I thought the situation was fun.
That's a big caveat. That's a big.
Well, he said we can hire a surrogate.
Oh.
I did not work hard for this just to have some
Okay.
ungrateful whatever say, it's just to have some ungrateful, whatever, talk back
Okay,
to
well,
me,
and so
right?
you still said no though. So you still said no.
Well, I thought the situation was so fucked up. I don't think I would
It's
bring two
it's
people
pretty
into the
fucked up.
world for that. So I said
Yeah.
no. Said no
Yeah.
to my walk-in closet, swimming pool, lap pool. Anyways, but so yeah, so now now I have to work.
You said there was two proposals
Oh, well,
though.
yeah, but that was one. I only had one story, right?
Okay. Maybe it'll be the next one. Yeah, okay. So that reminds me of years and years and years ago. I broke up with somebody. It was a long-term relationship. And I met this guy in Scotland, and it was like this whirlwind kind of romance. And then we decided, he wrote me a poem and all this. And we decided we were meant to be together, and I was going to fly back. And I told all my friends, and I had this massive going away party with like heaps of people, and everyone got me gifts and everything. And then the night before I was going to leave, I changed my mind.
Did you
I
get to keep the
kept
presents?
I kept the presents, okay?
Are you sure you
I
even got engaged?
no, no, so it didn't even get that far, but it was like an engagement to get engaged sort of type thing. But I remember how terrible that call was, like just calling up and going, look, I'm not coming. Uh, but yeah, so I did keep the presents. I mean, look, why shouldn't I keep the presents? I mean, do people like me or not? They give me the presents. Like, surely I can
They
keep the
wanted to get
presents.
rid of you.
Yeah, like if I if I gave the presents back, that's what it would mean. That I'm only worth the presents if I leave. So I kept the presents because that means, they love me no matter what. Are
Okay,
you gonna
I
are you gonna tell us about the other proposal or what? Come on.
oh, I was just gonna say I haven't even finished about. I haven't even talked about my would have been dowry.
You what?
Dowry,
What dowry?
like dowry, like like when you get married, you
Yeah,
get
yeah, yeah. But whose
jewelry.
dowry? Your dowry.
Me, mine, I would get.
Yeah,
I won't give him a dowry. He gives me a dowry.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Right?
Well, I don't know. So some people say like it's the bride's family is supposed to give the groom's family the dowry, but for Chinese, it's the groom's family that gives the
Oh.
bride's family the dowry because it's supposed to be like for the family. This is to thank you for raising her. She's ours now. Something like that. Like like a
They're basically
cow.
buying you. Is that what you're saying?
Basically. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But like he even told me like, you should go to my mom's jeweler and get a couple of sets worth a few million. It's yours. Uh I did. I did. I did go.
Wow.
And then I did see like this beautiful diamond necklace. And then his jewel his mom just like, would you like to try it on? I go, I had to run off from the jewelry store because I was worried if I wore it, I might go, oh, yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. So
Yeah.
so I decided to do it the hard way and earn my living.
Yeah.
Sometimes I still think about that though.
So is that
The
so is that the second one? Was that the
Oh
second
no,
proposal?
no, no, that was still the first proposal. It's just the
I
first
still try.
proposal was a very lucrative deal. Oh, the second proposal was with
Yes.
somebody. Well, I don't know whether I proposed to him at the start and then he proposed to me in the end. Because
What?
I used
Oh,
we dated, then he broke up
right.
with me. When he
Right.
wanted to get back together, I just told him like, look, if you don't see a future with me, that is marry me. I was
Mm-hmm.
very clear. Future
Mm-hmm.
with me means marry me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see the point of getting back together. And then he said yes. So I think I was engaged to be engaged.
Same. Same with me. Yeah. Right. Interesting.
So kind of like we had this different countries travel. I traveled. I moved to be with him. He moved to be with me. We lived apart, moved back together. But after 7 years, so when is he ever going to ask? So I go, are you ever going to ask me to marry? Are you ever going to ask me? And he
Wow.
didn't answer. So I kind of figured the answer was no.
That's yeah, exactly. If it's
So
not yes straight out, then it's like nah.
yeah, so then I go like, okay, so I figured like, you know what? Then I'm moving on.
Okay. So that was the second one.
No,
That was what?
um and then he asked.
Okay. But it was like he was
But
forced to though. Is that
in
why
a way I
he
felt like I forced his hand, but I told him
yeah.
I wasn't I didn't want it anymore because
Yeah. What's forced? You don't want to like. Do you want to
Yeah, I
force
feel
it?
like I forced his hand, so I figured I didn't want it anymore. So I just moved on, moved out, and moved on.
Wow. Yeah,
Mm.
you know, that makes me think of proposals. And my husband, who I have now, is still with me, is like from 18 years, been married. I proposed to him at about 3 a.m. in the morning, and we were lying in bed and he was half asleep. And then, but I still remember, like, I feel sorry for guys, man, like who are proposing because you do get the sweats. Like, you're just like, oh my God, they're going to say no. What if they say, and, you know, and finally I asked him, would he marry me? And he said no, because he wanted to ask me.
Mm.
And I wouldn't be waiting 7 years. Like when I first started going out with him, I was like, we need to move in within a couple of months. And then a few months after that, I proposed. So I work fast, okay, because I want to know quickly if this is serious, like if this is something that I'm going to invest my time into. So he did end up proposing. But it's a bit of a joke between him and I now because I always go, "You said no to me," and he goes, "No, I wanted to be the one to do it." So yeah, and we lived happily ever after. Here we are today. So yeah, and no children either. So
So now the only
by choice.
proposals I write is like to clients for 6, 7 figure deals.
That's awesome. Great. Love it.
Yeah.
Okay, do we want to do a scene based on all of that? Try bring bits of
I,
all of
I,
that, bits and pieces of all of that in?
I have no idea how we're gonna do this, but yes, let's
Yes, let's.
do it.
Okay, cool, cool. So what do you think we should put in the proposal? Because you know, I think they should at least pay half now before we even get started.
Of course they should pay half now because otherwise, why would we even do any work?
Yeah, why would we do any work? Why would we? Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm glad you said that because I was a little bit like feeling bad about like charging half like straight off the bat. You know, it's kind of like it feels like, oh, I
Asking
don't,
for money,
yeah,
begging, feeling poor.
yeah, 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 totally,
We
totally.
are, but they don't need to know that.
That's right. You know what? I reckon at the next meeting, we wear those diamond necklaces just so that
Hmm.
it looks like, like we don't need it. Like we don't even need like this. Like we're so rich and everything's just so great. For sure, right?
Yeah, definitely. Like we'll just like borrow some bling from that other jewelry client that we have,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
just so that we can wear it for that meet for our meeting, so that we look
100%.
like we're rolling in diamonds and that. And I think you have that client with the Maserati, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we can walk up in
Could
that
borrow that.
Maserati.
Yes. That would be that would be awesome. That would be so good. Okay, I'm starting to get more excited about it. Look, I to tell you the truth, like I was nervous, it's a big thing. This is like a six figure, seven figure, six figure. What do you reckon we can get
We
out of
could go
that?
for high 6 figures. We could go at least low, high 6 figure,
What if
if
they say
not seven
no?
figures. Then we ask, under what conditions will you say yes?
Okay.
I would say no, it's just an opportunity to discuss more, right?
Yeah, yeah. I'm so glad that you're here, man, because like there's no way that man, if this was down to me, like it'd be like three figures, you know what I mean? Like it's not
Oh, trust
I
me, I've been through so many proposals in both my personal and professional life. I think my ring fingers are so tired of wearing rings.
yeah, you've gotten a few rings
Yeah,
over
I
your
think
time.
I have like a ring collection now,
Did you
of
ever
all
give
the
them
different. Of
back?
course not. Those are like down payments. You don't give refunds to down
I
payments.
don't think you should give them back. Yeah, yeah, I
No,
don't.
of
I
course
think you,
not. They're like
yeah,
there are no refunds on the down payments, like on
yeah.
the term of our proposal.
Yeah, that's what we think about it. It's like that. It's like that, right? So and then even if they don't go with it, they still got to pay the half, right? Like the ring.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
don't give
yeah,
that
yeah,
back.
yeah. No, we don't give the
Okay.
ring back. No, the ring is the down payment.
Yeah. Yeah. Kind of like a I don't know, like a dowry. Is that what you'd call it? Like
Mm,
something.
no, dowry is slightly different.
Oh, is it? Oh,
A
okay.
dowry is slightly different. The ring is just more like to tell the world that you're supposed to do this deal with somebody.
Hmm.
A dowry is an offering, something like to sweeten the deal. I mean, at least that's how I see it. But normally that normally happens when you know the deal is almost done. Then you get the dowry. You only get
Okay.
the dowry when the deal is done. Think of it like a bonus.
Okay. Okay.
Kind of like a sign-on bonus for joining a company.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure glad that you're here, man, because, like I wouldn't know any of these words really, or like what. Wow.
I did not date MBAs without getting something out of it.
I know, like that's what I love about you. You know what I mean? Like you utilize everything. So, you're with them, you got all that information. Like I just
Yeah.
go out with mechanics and shit. I don't get anything out of that situation. Like
Well,
that's
you got your
useful for
car
this.
fixed
Well, I did.
for free.
That's true.
It's always handy whenever the car breaks down.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
A-
Okay.
And
Well,
you get that cop to get you out of that ticket.
that's true. Oh my God, do you remember that baker, like who used to make that amazing cake
Bagel,
thing? Yeah, yes.
the bagel cake.
Oh, the bagel cake. That was incredible.
Hmm.
Incredible. Uh, Sometimes I think about just
The
calling him
cake.
again. Yeah. Wow. But anyway, we'll be able to make our own bagels after this. Okay, once we get this proposal through and everything, we are going to be like sitting pretty.
Aren't we already sitting pretty?
Well, yes, that's true. Well, yeah, you are. But anyway, well, you dated a cosmetic surgeon, so
Of
you
course.
you always get it. You know, fringe benefits, should
Oh,
we
oh yeah.
say?
I think these are like definitely benefits. Yes. And I also
Definitely.
he does not get them back either.
Yeah, total. Well, we can't really. I mean, that's a good present. You
Hmm.
can't return that.
Yeah.
You can't like yeah, that's a good one. Awesome.
Yeah. It's like, it's like, I'm very happy with them.
Yeah,
He even
they
gave me
look good.
matching rings for it.
Yeah.
Didn't give those back either.
Two rings. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
Rings, fingers, and elsewhere.
Elsewhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. You got such a high pain threshold. I mean, honestly. That's
There
why
is
that's why
pressure.
at the meeting you got to do all the talking.
Oh yeah,
Because you
I'll
do the
whip
poker
them.
face thing, you do, and it's not just the surgery. You do the poker face thing that I can't.
Oh, you mean because I got Botox?
Yeah, 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 yeah. So I think that way they're not going to know like what we're thinking, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to be. I'm gonna have to try and calm myself though, because I don't
Mhm.
have a poker face. So
Oh, you got this.
you reckon?
Hmm.
Okay. It's just really, really, really important to me.
Yeah, come on. You just we just can't have you changing your mind the last time, okay? Don't
Okay.
pull that shit.
Yeah, I know, but it was a big decision. It was a massive decision, and you know what? The only thing that you can't change your mind about in your whole life is death, as far as I'm concerned.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Well, not yet, anyway. You know, So maybe in the future we can do that. But now anything else is like you can change your mind about it.
Okay, but remember, they're the ones who approach us. They want us to bring in this deal.
Yeah, that's true.
Remember, they're the ones who wanted to work with us, not the other way around.
Okay.
So we're doing them a favor. We're
We're
giving them
doing
the
them a
gift.
fa we're doing them a
Repeat
favor.
that to them. We're doing them a favor.
We're doing them a favor. And we are the gift. We are the gift, really.
We
Like
are the
we're
gift.
yeah, 100%. Yeah, big time. What if they say no? What if they say no? They asked us to do it. They asked us to do it. They asked us to do it. So they're not going to say no. They're not going to say like they really want.
They really want to work with us.
Yeah, yeah. They want a commitment,
Hmm.
right? Yeah. Oh my God, am I going to get like cold feet? I feel like the closer it get, like what that's going to be. It is a commitment. It's a long commitment. This whole thing is a really long commitment.
It's okay. It's okay. It's not like they're asking you to move to Scotland or
No,
anything,
no, no, no,
or
no. I mean, it's
Ireland, or
no.
anything that has a land, or England.
Yeah, Greenland,
Yeah,
yeah.
or Iceland.
Oh, no, no. It's too cold.
Hmm.
It's too cold. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, okay, it's not that big a deal. And 10 years, it feels like a long time. It
Hmm.
feels with the option for 18. Why 18? That's a very specific number that they I don't know.
Because it's under
I'm feeling
20.
a little bit anxious,
Breathe,
to be honest. Yeah.
breathe, just breathe, just
Okay.
breathe. Do you need to go to the jewelry store again
You know what? It calms me.
and try on
It
some
calms me down.
jewelry?
Yeah, I like it really does calm me down, like gems,
Hmm.
you know. Well, can we stop there on the way to the meeting? Can we stop at the
Yeah,
jewelry
we have
shop?
to. We have to borrow some stuff, right?
That's right, we do. Yes. See, I'm forgetting already. I'm forgetting already like what I have to do, what we have to do. Okay. Okay. I just let you lead. You know where you're going with this. You just lead this, and then I just have to like
Yeah,
and
we
wear
got,
the necklace.
look, we got all our ducks in a row. We
Hmm.
have the proposal ready. We
They
got,
want us.
yes, and we even in the proposal, we got lots of gift coming in from lots of different vendors, different
Yep.
people.
Yep.
So it's all good. All good. Just
It's,
need you to bring it home.
you know, it is like, am I really the right person? I mean, do you want to get a surrogate for this? Because I feel like I, I don't know. I don't know, Amanda, if I can do this. Like now I'm starting to get like really, really cold feet and I'm feeling like,
Tracy, breathe. Don't leave me hanging like last time.
that was, I really needed to go to the toilet. Like that was
Hmm.
what that was, really.
Hmm.
I'm sorry I fainted when I got back to. Okay, I shouldn't say that. What a terrible thing to say that I'm going to put a surrogate. Okay, I need to support you. I need to support you. I'm going to be like a rock, like a diamond, like strong, just strong and just implacable. That's what I have to be. Just strong and then just everything like the you just say everything and then it's going to be fine. Okay, I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready for this proposal. I think. Yeah.
Remove the word think and just say I'm ready.
Okay. I'm ready for this.
And she did it again.
And
And
scene.
scene.
And scene. Oh,
Ah,
great.
little did I know you were gonna just pass out on me again.
You know me too well, man. You know me too well. I think we did it, man. We smashed it. We got a
I
lot,
think we did brought in almost everything, including this
practically everything.
last minute drop, change your mind. Okay.
Yeah, and then you said something too about there's a lot of something about gifts and there's a lot of people, you know, like everything, everything. And then the surrogate, I thought I'd bring that in. I, I'm
Ah,
gonna bring that in there somewhere. Yeah, 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 totally. No, it was good. That was good.
yeah, we just never talk what the proposal was.
No. So
It
what
did
did
not
you think it
matter.
was? What did you think it was? What was in your mind? What did you think it was?
I don't know, a wedding party? I have no
Oh,
idea.
okay. Because we said like it's 10-year contract with the option to 18, which was the amount of time I've been married to my husband. Like the
Yeah.
that yeah. So I thought maybe it was like we were gonna like renovate like a massive building and we were gonna like stylize it and do it. Like that was the proposal in my mind. That's hilarious. That's so good.
I mean, I don't think the proposal was as relevant anyway as to like
No.
what that happened between the two of us.
Yeah, yeah. 100%. 100%. So what did you think? What did you like about it? Is there anything you'd change?
Um, I think I kind of like that format where we were just talking, exchanging stories because
It
it
was
feels
cool.
very casual, but I almost want to do it like with coffee and tea. I can imagine it's like something with coffee and tea, like you and I holding teacups, this is like talking,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
exchanging
yeah.
story. I think it would have been quite interesting to create that as well.
Yes. Yeah. Well, then it would really differentiate it from the scene as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's more like a chat kind of thing.
Correct.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I like it because then we have different ideas and it's a mix. It's a quasi Armando.
Yeah. Yeah. Except it's just not one person's story, and then we can sort of bounce off each other. That reminds me of this, that
Mm-hmm.
reminds me of this, you know.
And I
And
wasn't quite so sure how we're gonna start it either. I actually when I was thinking because we were talking about engagement proposal, I was gonna say, we're planning somebody's wedding as a surprise.
yeah, I wanted to do something that
Yeah.
was a proposal, but not what we were talking about, so
Okay.
that it was like
Very
well, so
different.
yeah, yes, it's different from the thing, but it's still got the proposal kind of angle to it. And then the extra challenge of so how do you bring all that stuff in, but into another context? Like how do you use it? So yeah, yeah, it was good. It was super fun.
But we're improvisers. We're good at this.
That's right. That's right. That's
No, we
why.
can figure out how to apply it elsewhere.
Okay. So guys, thanks again for watching. And there's plenty of videos. I think Anna and I might be past 50 now. I don't mean in age, I mean in videos. There's about that many of them up there, so there's plenty for you guys to check out. Um, what else? Is there anything else you want to say before we go?
Hmm. That's basically it. I think like I only do this because of Lindsay, like the videos because no, I think like Lindsay keeps my Zoom game on.
Yep,
And
that's right.
I find that our conversations before we do our sets are very therapeutic.
Yes, for both of us. And you guys
Yeah.
will never see those conversations. So
I think those are actually more fun conversations.
well, they're more R-rated or X-rated or whatever, I guess. Yeah.
No, the real show.
Well,
And that's our show.
and that's our show. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so always a pleasure. And I think we are, Anna, I think we are up to about 50 shows. Not that you'd know. Anna doesn't watch them, guys.
I
I
don't
don't know
like watching
why.
myself on video.
Oh, honestly. Yeah. Well, I like watching it. I am an improv obsessed person, so I watch all of them. But yeah, so there's a cool idea. Maybe next time we do it, we'll have our cup of tea and
Let's
do it
try
like that.
something different. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cool. All right, that's it. Okay, like and subscribe. We'll see you guys. Bye.
Bye.